Minecraft is an infinite adventure game. You can run a million blocks in any direction if you really wanted to. But for the next 100 days, I will be confined in this 1x1 border. Well, it expands every time I get an achievement. See, I got wood. Pretty cool. Still though, it'll be a pretty small border. Small border for a small channel. That's right, I'm a tiny little guy. But I have a goal to be slightly less tiny by the end of the year, so please consider hitting subscribe so I can hit 1,000. Anyways, let's get started. On day 1, I did what you would do in any other world. Punched some wood, made a pickaxe, and got some iron. I kept digging, looking around for coal, but lucky me, I could not find any. I made some iron boots just for the advancement, and every so often, hitting an advancement would trigger an event, normally animal spawning, so I got some mushrooms, pigs, and chickens. Oh look, it's Penny again, for my first 100 days. I'm gonna start thinking of her as just some omnipotent, omnipresent figure. While mining down, I came across this huge cave with a bunch of mobs walking around. I made a shield for the blocking projectile advancement. I do carry around the shield the rest of the series because creepers can one-shot me, but I hate how huge they are on the screen. They take up so much space. What's with that? Also in this cave was some coal and axolotl, so that's pretty cool. On day 2, I made a small pond for my axolotl. We'll name him Adam. Then hopped back into my mine and found a skeleton spawner. Fished for the advancement and then made a big old tree. After that, I had enough wood to make a bunch of fences and shoved all my friends into little pens. The next day, I bred up my animals and got some sheeps, then headed back down to my mine. I found out that the stalagmites are really pointy. I just brushed against this one and took off half my health. I found a stronghold, then was jumped by 15 million creepers. All these mobs got my health bar hurting, so I headed back up for more food. With that, I went to bed. On day 4, I ventured further down into the cave and found these new skulk blocks. Before I came back to Minecraft, I only ever really played 1.16, so I don't know what a lot of this new stuff is, but that actually made this playthrough pretty fun for me. I was able to scam some enderman out of pearls and found a couple diamonds. Normally I would water bucket for a portal, but it was an extra achievement to pick up obsidian, so I made a diamond pick for just that. I tactically placed down this water so that I could mine some obsidian and still make the portal with the bucket, and definitely didn't randomly place the water and hope for the best. There's a fortress right under the portal, and I chucked some gold at a piglin for a trade. Thanks for doing business with me, buddy. Also, check this out. There are so many pigmen. Hey, yo, average day in Ohio? Oh yeah, that was a stupid joke. Day 5, I yoinked some obsidian from the corners of my portal, and expanded my base for an enchantment table. I did a quick level 1 enchantment just for the achievement, and walked back outside to find pillagers attacking my base. I got 2 achievements at once, shooting an arrow and shooting a crossbow, but I thought one of those was an achievement for him killing a pillager with the crossbow. It wasn't, and the pillagers never spawn again. Smile. At the start of the game, it told me not to get 2 achievements at once, but that does happen a couple times on accident. Not sure how much that messes up the game, but whatever. I found a chest with a bunch of fish eggs and picked one up with a bucket. Get picked up, idiot. This spawned in some ocelots, which I tried to get, but they kept denying me. Come on, guys. I'm just a nice guy. I then found out they killed chickens and got there just in time before it killed my last one. Sweating, I covered my last chicken up for safekeeping. I made a campfire to place under this beehive on day 6. Fun fact, they can't actually make the honey while the campfire is under them. I'm an idiot. I tried to make a potion, but just got a mundane water, but it still worked for the achievement. So I'm a half idiot? Oh, I also got this wither skull. On day 7, I did a small amount of butchering to get leather boots, so I could walk on powdered snow. This stuff sucks. Oh, I'm just walking around. No, I'm stuck in white quicksand. Luckily, these leather boots make me not sink in for some reason. I then spent the rest of the day building an XP farm with my skeleton spawner. On day 8, I was digging a tunnel straight down to my XP farm. Why hasn't anybody warned me not to dig straight down? Oh, big cave, alright. Ow! Stop! 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 What? No shot, dude. Yup, my shield got hit right before a creeper exploded, meaning I got hit with 100% of the force, killing me instantly. I finally got my stuff back and found a chest with a bunch of seeds. I killed an enderman holding a grass block, enderman holding a block, free silk touch. I finished on my water tunnel, so now I could fall down to the lower levels rather than banging my head on my staircase constantly. I swear, half of these first days have just been me running up this staircase. I forgot to hit record on the start of day 9, but here's a quick recreation of me failing this super easy jump which killed me. I explored the stronghold on day 10 and found a library with some enchanted books. I vandalized the library to get a bunch of books from my own enchantment room, which just adds to my bad karma. Said karma instantly took effect and a creeper dropped out of nowhere, killing me. I got some glow squid ink and smacked it on this sign. Oh, what does that text say? Sub? Like, subscribe to this channel? How silly. I'll just leave that there for the rest of the episode for no reason. On day 11, I got enough honey to make a block and was pretty confused on how you were supposed to get the achievement where you break your fall with the honey block. You're telling me I don't just jump on it? Well, you'd be right. You gotta do this cool little glide on the side. Anyways, I then scammed the target block achievement. Hitting the middle is deceptively hard, so I'm pretty happy this actually works. I don't know what this pigman's beef with me was, but he attacked me out of nowhere, causing a huge horde to chase after me. With no food left, I trekked back to my base, but on the way there, a pigman slid in from the top rope, killing me. I swear, once I start dying in this game, I can't stop. Once I actually got back home, I grabbed a warped fungus fishing rod and rode my little strider homie. Then I just walked home and... Nah, I didn't actually die this time. You thought. Have a little more faith in me. Got some wax from this beehive, waxed a copper blocks, then de-waxed a copper block. I made a parrot friend, we'll call him Perry, rode in a boat with the goat. Pandas also spawned in, and this dude's nose is green. I guess it's supposed to be a booger, but I'm not really sure if that means anything. On day 14, I went caving again. I forgot to make Perry sit, so he followed me down. I was pretty worried a creeper would explode near him and kill him, so I sat him here where I definitely won't forget him. No, look, see, I didn't forget him. I've been working with this little sad farm for crops, but I wanted to start moving towards eating beef instead of having 20 different inventory slots taken up by mushroom soup, so I did just that on day 15 and made a bigger wheat farm. On day 16, I did some basic work in the nether, collected some rods, traded with piglins, tried to get more wither skulls, didn't, and entered the bastion. I was able to squeeze through the staircase to the bottom levels, but when opening the chest, I didn't get the achievement I was supposed to. I theorized it was because half the chest was outside of the border that is half a block long. Yeah, I think my double achievement getting has really been messing up this border. On my way back, luck just so had it that a ghast destroyed my portal while teleporting. I ended up in a cave, but it wasn't a big deal. I decimated those mobs. Actual child's play. I would never die to something as silly as a mob. Day 17, I charged up a respawn anchor, but with hindsight, I realized I never actually spawned here after death, so I'm not really sure how this thing is supposed to work. I then wasted a diamond to get the jukebox achievement, not realizing that the meadows part was quite literal, and I couldn't reach the meadows yet. This song sucked, but the pig song from the nether went hard, not gonna lie. I don't know if it's copyright though, so I'm gonna just pop that out. I explored the top layer of my base some more and found a cave with emeralds. I decided to wait to mine them until I got fortune, which we'll later see was a great idea for me. Next day, I finally got to level 30. Yeah, it takes a while if you keep dying. I enchanted my pick and got efficiency 4. Great, I can mine slightly faster. Yippee-doo. I wanted more levels, but got bored of AFKing, so I headed to the nether to mine quartz. Actually a pretty fast way of getting levels. I re-enchanted my pickaxe and got 2/3 of what I wanted. Luck was not on my side. I cycled through a bunch of books until I found Unbreaking 3. This went into day 20. I collected more levels and made an anvil to slap these enchantments together. Finally, with a good pick, I went to collect the emeralds and flatten some more of my top ground. Another day, another mining session. I traveled even further down to the Skull Temple thing. I don't know what it's called. On my way there, I found a hint of a Guardian Temple, but it isn't time for that yet. There was a chest with echo shards. I finally did some research and all this new stuff and found out that you can make a recovery compass to show you died, so that's pretty cool. Thumbs up for me, Mojang. Also, the lucky stars were upon me. I finally got what I've been looking for this whole time. That's right, baby. A carrot. I got some diamond pants from a chest, but all this noise making spawned in the warden. There was one more chest to get. I really wanted it, but listen to these game sounds. Spooky stuff. I ran out of there quick. When I got back up to the surface, I found out frogs had spawned. Me when life is pointless. OMG, frog, hi. Little bro's actually super cute. On day 24, I smoked some copium and headed back to the bastion, hoping that if I open the chest now, it'll give me the achievement. It didn't. I farmed some levels and enchanted my sword with looting 3. Wait, what? For some reason, my iron enchantment said looting 3, but when I enchanted my diamond sword, it changed to looting 2. Just looting 2, mind you. My enchantment luck is not it this video. Days 25 to 26, I cycled through enchantments looking for sweet old looting 3. I don't know why I did it with my iron sword again, because the same thing happened, but this time, drumroll please, with Bane of Arthropods 4. I wanted to cover my nether with slabs to increase wither skeleton spawn rates, but I severely underestimated how many slabs it would take. I wanted to cheat the system, so I put down my render distance, which I thought was working really well. I even got another skull, but as much as I ran around, none other would spawn after that. On day 28, I got Penny her very own pen. Well, not own, she is sharing it with this other pig. This other silly pig that isn't Penny, so I don't care about them. Day 29, I committed myself to getting the last chest down near the warden, and it had nothing good in it, so that's exciting. Now, I see a lot of people saving the ender dragon for the the end of these videos. I'm not about that life. No one actually cares about the Ender Dragon fight, right? Is anybody watching this right now hooting and hollering as this battle goes on? Didn't think so. So I hopped in as soon as I was ready. The website I got this map off of said to bring a lot of ender pearls and arrows. I didn't really get why, but as soon as I got into the end, the realization that the end is technically out of the border, so I can't place any blocks hit. I can't catch myself with MLG waterfalls, can't hit the dragon with an axe, and I couldn't get the achievement for picking up the dragon's breath. Fighting the dragon like this sucks. After defeating it, the game gave me all the dragon related end achievements, except the dragon breath one. I think I done goofed it. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit like and subscribe. Also, let me know what you think in the comments below. This video took a lot of hours, and balancing making videos with college has been a bit difficult lately with finals coming up, so I'd greatly appreciate the support. On day 31, I headed over to the end city and tried to get this achievement where circles float you up 50 meters, but I failed miserably. Couldn't get any of the chests, but I could pop the elytra out of the frame, which is nice. Not super useful in a map that's only like 100 blocks big though. Day 32, I wanted to get slime balls to make leads for my frogs. I did some googling and read that if you use paper on a sick panda, you'll get slime. That was a lie. Don't trust everything you see on the internet, kids. Apparently only babies pandas can sneeze slime balls, so I gave up on this goal and went netherite farming. After I found 4, I swung by the fortress where this happened. Next day I was running around, goofing off, when I randomly found out that the compass can teleport you, which I instantly began spamming and landed myself right into lava. Luckily I have 120 millisecond reaction time and placed water to save myself. I tried using a lodestone, but I think because the compasses are special, it wasn't working, so I gave myself the achievement. Look, this is my own playthrough, I make the rules, okay? I did technically do the achievement, just the game didn't count it. On days 34 to 35, I went back to the grind of getting a wither skull. A regular skeleton spawned, and I wanted to get the achievement where you kill a skeleton from 50 meters away, but found out that it didn't work vertically. Also, remember what I said like 20 days ago about my farm and breeding animals? Yeah, I just now made the switch over to beef. I stocked up on some weakness splash potions in case I ran into a zombie villager, and headed down to the Guardian Temple on days 36 to 38. I forgot my milky milk though and instantly got dinged. I trudged back up and got some milk, but it didn't help much because so many guardians spawned, I instantly would get dinged by another one as soon as I drank my milk. I tried killing them, but realized there was a spawner in the corner. I made a last-ditch effort to swim past them and destroy the spawner, but I was the one who got destroyed. Luckily, they all despawned by the time I got back down and was easily able to break the spawner. I found the gold blocks in a chest with a ooh, kelp! On my way back up, the stronghold caught my attention, and I did some more exploring. I found another library with enchanted books and these weird rooms with ladders, but the chests didn't have anything good in them. On day 40, I got beat in a 1x1 by an enderman. See, as soon as I start dying, I can't stop. I also made a little kelp farm and future playground for Adam. He really likes swimming around in the kelp, so that's pretty exciting for him. 41, I just AFK'd for levels. We'll skip over this. On day 42, I bred hoglins for the quest. I did not know you could do that. I then found a zombie villager on my top lair, which made me very happy. I'd be excited to find one anywhere, but if it were underground, I need some complex way to get him to the top. I chopped him in and turned him, which spawned some cats that I could actually catch. On 43, I cycled through trades until I found a mending book. Now, normally turning a villager back would cheapen the trades, but maybe if you do it to one that was originally a zombie villager, it instantly makes them super cheap. Because I was already at 4 emeralds, which I had just enough for. See, I told you saving those emeralds until I had fortune was a good idea. With even more cats, I had to hit the lake on day 44. I haven't been sleeping in-game or real life the last couple days because I wanted a phantom to spawn for the quest. However, they still haven't spawned in somehow. This is the one time I want phantoms to spawn, and this is the one time they aren't. Literally the worst mob in the game. I grabbed a second axolotl to breed with Adam, and while in the cave, I noticed a jungle woodblock with cocoa beans on it. On day 46, I spent a bit of time fishing, but found out to breed axolotl, you have to use a literal bucket of fish and not caught fish. I used some of the fish eggs from earlier and got Adam and his new buddy to do their thing. I was messing around with my compass on day 47 and randomly found a mine shaft. I really thought there would be a poison spider spawner or a chest with a notch apple, but after a long time of exploring, I tossed in the towel. On day 48, I went deeper into the bastion and found a full chest inside the border and got the achievement this time. I then spent the rest of the day mining for netherite. Day 49, I noticed a skeleton with a helmet so that he wouldn't get burnt by the sun. I thought this was a perfect target to get my 50-meter kill achievement. To make it easier, I took a whack at him and oh, you didn't see anything, buddy. On day 50, I went to place more slabs in nether as I still haven't gotten the 3rd head. I really underestimated how many slabs doing this would take. I don't think it really helped, but I ended up getting the last skull anyways. Normally I'd show the killing shot, but OBS is a bit wonky with the unpause button for me, so when I hit my keybind for it, it didn't actually unpause the recording, so I didn't catch it. You'll just have to believe me that this was legit because I am not waiting for another one to drop. It's taken me 50 days for 3, okay? Day 51, I went to fight the Wither and got another star. During night, I baited zombies near my pond and booped them in to turn them into drown. I kept beating them up until Adam gave me a buff off giving me the friend achievement. Personally, I thought Adam and I were already friends, but you know, people be fake like that. I also finally got some phantoms, but they were totally scared of how tall and handsome I am because they would not dive on me. On days 52 and 53, I wasted a lot of time digging tunnels to the bottom of the map to get a quest where you fall from the tippy top to bedrock. I set it all up, but didn't get it. I did some research and found out it had to be at least -61, so I redug my tunnel and it didn't work. I thought maybe it was because I didn't jump at the top. Checking the tape, I did jump, so you can guess how this next attempt goes. Internet answers striked out 2 for 2. Not looking good for you, internet. Going into day 54, I found a zombie villager as the sun was rising. Very calmly, no, seriously, I wasn't panicking at all. I brought him underground and put his fire out before turning him. The benefit of failing that jump achievement so many times is that I made a lot of pillars to the top of the map, and it just so happens I needed a tube to the top of the map to make a water elevator. So I did just that and shoved my villager into the elevator to trade at build limit. I safely flew him down with a boat and made a little room for the villagers. I also really wanted a traveling villager to get leads, but somehow none have spawned so far. I thought maybe he didn't have enough space, so I carved out some more on my mountain. My border expanded to the meadows, so I jammed out to get my quest done. I theorized some more on why a wandering villager wasn't spawning and thought maybe he needed grass, so I slapped in some dirt and used my dirt block I got from the Enderman to spread grass. Yeah, he never spawns in. I headed down to my skeleton spawner and dug a tunnel 50 blocks long to get my achievement. However, I'm super strong, so I kept hitting the top of the tunnel and needed to dig at a higher ceiling. Now this will be worth more on Zillow. On day 56, I didn't do much but explore the caves, and then so many zombies spawned in, looking like DayZ out here. Next day, I made an iron golem. This time, the achievement didn't literally mean make the golem in a village. Side Iron U, Meadow Jukebox quest. I got some wolf homies and began brewing up all the potions. Nothing but getting this goat horn happened on day 58. Pretty cool. I trapped my pandas and bred them, which actually got me a sick panda baby. I felt so silly not doing this earlier. I'd have pockets full to the brim of slime balls by now. Fun fact, it's super rare and I'm not lucky. Speaking of luck, potatoes have a 2% chance of dropping a poisonous potato, which I needed for my food quest. It took all this time to get one, but just so happens 2 dropped in the same batch. On day 60, I prepped an area for the Strider achievement. I found out phantoms are actually scared of cats, which is why they wouldn't dive on me. So I moved my little setup far away from the spooky cats, and finally got 2 phantoms in the boat. I hate these guys. I was just trying to get my quest, but they kept booping me around like they were bullying me for my lunch money. I finished setting up my Strider area, which the internet told me needed to be 50 blocks long. Surprise, surprise, it didn't work, and I needed to extend my lava path a bit more. I then turned it all into obsidian to be safe, but it was also quite convenient because I'll need a lot of obsidian for one of my next quests. I made an extra pick with silk touch and yoinked a bee's nest with 3 inside. Get picked up, idiots. On days 63 through 65, I bred my donkeys, which takes golden carrots. Ooh gee, much. And then spent the rest of the days in the nether. I wanted to grab a ghast for the quest where you kill a ghast in the overworld, but as I was running around my nether, none would spawn. I bred some striders, went netherite and gold farming, but alas, no ghast. Day 66, I did nothing but boring survival stuff like duplicating animals and farming. I hit the mines again on days 67 and 68 to find more diamonds. I needed at least 24 for a full set of diamond armor to turn into netherite, and the most effective method is strip mining. What isn't effective is dying, which I did when this creeper fell on me out of nowhere. I feel like that's happened to me a lot this episode. It is seriously one of the most annoying deaths in the game. I was pretty close to lava, and I swear I heard something sizzle as I died, but I ended up getting all my stuff back. I was strip mining under the skulk blocks, which triggered a warden to spawn who can apparently kill you through the floor. I traded up like the pro businessman I am to the best food source, golden carrots. I don't actually know if these are still the best food source in the game, but Etho said it in one of his videos a while ago, and I trust him with my Minecraft hunger bar. On day 70 and 71, I traveled to the top of the nether, where I got the old nether biome achievement from just running around. I also got to travel 7 kilometers in the overworld, which I thought I had to actually go through a portal to get, but I guess not. Then I built a ghast spawner. On day 72, I finally got a ghast to spawn, but he instantly despawned. Waiting. Oh, there it is. I grabbed him in a minecart, which, no offense, but I do not think he fits. Guess I have a little bit of performance anxiety because I missed this shot a lot. Days 73 and 74, I worked towards getting all the potions and got the last one as soon as I got a rabbit's foot. Woo! I'm coked out, baby! On days 75 to 76, I got a full set of netherite armor. This triggered a big monster wave to start. Every 5 minutes, all the mobs will spawn for 7 waves. I hustled down to the bottom of my cave to face the mobs. It was pretty intense. This was amazing though because I finally got some slimes. I killed a bunch of mobs and eventually realized the waves were spawning the exact same mobs, which weren't raid mobs, so I still couldn't get all the mobs killed quest. There's really no point in waiting all these out, so I left early. Day 77, I went searching for my other frogs, but I think they must have died in the powdered snow because they were nowhere to be seen. Day 78, I got the short goal achievement, but at what cost? I majorly wasted days 79 and 80 by cycling through my villagers looking for unbreaking and protection books. I then realized I didn't really need to that badly. It's already day 80 and I'm not gonna do it 200 days, so I'll just raw dog my armor the rest of the days. Day 81, I brought a hoglin over to the overworld to become a, zoglin? Stupid name. Now normally I'm a big builder in this game, but throughout these 100 days, I've been having the most fun exploring the map and preparing to get achievements, so as you can notice, I'm still living the same little hole I dug out from the beginning. In fact, I'm being so lazy with my living, I haven't even sorted my chest. Anyways, I spent days 82 through 84 building a house. Day 85, I ran around to lower my hunger bar so I can repeatedly eat new foods. I get down to my last food, 39 out of 44. Mouch, mouch, mouch. Yeah, cake doesn't count. I found out I could shear mushrooms to get normal cows and did just that. I then went down to look for Y level Nether 64, which I don't think exists. But what does exist is this random chest under the map. How was I supposed to find this? I mean, technically I did, but just because I was looking for something that doesn't even exist. And guess what is in it? No, seriously, guess, because you are not gonna believe me. The goddamn notch apple. Yeah, put this here and not where it can actually spawn like a bastion or dungeon or something. Anyways, this led me into day 87, where jumping down to negative 63 actually worked. God bless. This spawned in foxes who killed all my chickens. Crazy little guys. This is not the video for chickens. I checked the rest of my quest and realized if I wanted to finish them all, I'd have to engage in a little bit of dream behavior. Cheating. I spawned in another frog to breed and took my little guy to get frog lights. Picked up the tadpole, get picked up, idiot, and added my frog lights to Penny's house, which gives just a godly aura. I fished a bit and tried breeding my cats, but they just wouldn't do it. Consent queens, I respect that. I then spent the rest of 88 terraforming a bit. I found out that the different frog colors spawn based on their biome's temperatures. I do have a temperate temperature in my meadows, so I can't get the orange one, but there's no desert to get the white frog. So on day 90, I engaged in a little more cheating. It's called we do a little bit of cheating. Spawned in a white frog and got the rest of my frog lights. This made an alley spawn. Cool little dude. I tossed him something to pick up, which triggered an achievement not in my list. This made me search up hidden achievements, which apparently exist, but some are just impossible to get, so I'll be skipping those. On day 91, I was actually playing with my headphones on. Normally I listen to the Sleep Deprived podcast on my phone, so I don't have headphones on. So this time when it was snowing, I heard the thunderstorm. I quickly slapped down my lightning rod and got that achievement, then massacred my villagers with a lightning strike. On day 92, I tried breeding my cats again, which they actually did this time, but I think they can only give the color of one of the parents, which doesn't help me. I then spawned in a pillager to kill him with a crossbow. I spent all of 93 collecting levels to enchant my fishing rod. On breaking 3, lured 2. I'll take it. I think this is the best enchantment I got this whole video. On days 94 through 97, I fished a bunch. I had tried to spawn in 2 ocelots to breed them and get more cats, but I later found out that I was wasting my time as ocelots don't turn into cats anymore, so I had to cheese it even more and give myself cat eggs until I found all the colors. I decided to clean up my base, but while trying to get rid of the tower, I let the water spill out, which drowned one of my parrots, and then hit the sack. Turns out the cats will cuddle up with you on the bed, which is super adorable. I give them a little good morning smooch. On day 98, I built this igloo. I was feeling a little embarrassed by my base, or lack thereof. I wanted to add a little detail. Then for the sake of a thumbnail, I let my animals free. Definitely didn't accidentally hit them a couple times. Sorry. On 99, I gave myself the eggs for the mobs that would spawn in a raid. The Ravager ravaged me hard. I mean, look at this hit range. I pulled it up even higher and scammed him. Turns out these evoker little dudes will also totally mess you up. Using my impeccable battle strategy, I grabbed this totem of undying before dying, and then got my revenge on them. This is what 5'7" dudes look like next to my prime male height of 5'8". Woohoo! Day 100, baby. We made it. I gave all my pet little smooches. Love you, Penny. Love you, Adam. Love you, totally parrying on my other parrot that I got later. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to get the adventuring quest, so I just, gave myself it. Check it out! All quests done! 100% legit! The only reason I cheated so hard was because I thought something would happen at the end, like, I don't know, the border got released. Yeah, turns out it was nothing, but hey, at least I can feel accomplished. Check out my other videos and like and subscribe.